Sixers win, baby. Sixers win. Sixers win. Sixers win. They beat the Nuggets. Thank God. Because I despise Jokic. I really do. And last time I posted a Sixers vs. Nuggets video, it kind of blew up all over Twitter. People calling me like a clown and stuff like that because I don't like Jokic so much and he hit that game winner on us. Guess what? We won. So post this on your Twitter. Sixers win 97-92. We pretty much led the entire game. We led by as much as 14 points. Matisse Thybulle he's a game changer. He's a game changer. There was one play in the second quarter. He got the dish from Furkan and postered Plumlee. Postered. Clutched it back and just threw it down on him. And it was like, did Matisse Thybulle just do that? Because, I had no idea the kid had that much bounce. He had 13 points on the night, 5 rebounds, 1 steal. He hit a huge 3 at the end of the game. He can play. He can really play. And with Josh Richardson struggling in his first game back, 19 minutes, only 1 of 8 from the field, 3 points. With him struggling as bad as he did yesterday, Matisse Thybulle stepped up. And he's been stepping up as of late. And, the kid can play basketball. He's a great defender. He can shoot now. All of a sudden he can shoot. He's no longer a liability on offense. It's like the game's just coming to him and he's taking advantage. He's been playing at such a good pace. It's insane. He is taking this what I thought he was. And I didn't think anything of Matisse Thybulle when he was drafted. I was mad when we actually drafted him because I had no idea who he was. He wasn't a name in college. Carson Edwards was. RJ, obviously, Zion. Those are names that everybody knows. And people knew who Carson Edwards was just because of the way he could shoot the ball and the way he could, shoot at such a high speed. When he heats up, he doesn't miss. So that's the guy that I wanted on draft night. The Sixers might have gotten a steal with where Matisse was drafted at. He was drafted 22nd. We had the 24th pick. We traded it. And he's probably our best bench player right now. As of right now, it's either him or Ennis that get the most minutes and mean the most off the bench for the Sixers. Now, Matisse is a rookie, but his defense is amazing. He plays the best defense on the team. Him and Ben Simmons, when they are on the floor together, the defense is just insane. It's just great. The fact that if Matisse Thybulle would have started the 9 games that Furkan did over the last, week and a half that, Richardson was out, we might have killed teams. Even more than we did. Because with Thybulle and Simmons in the backcourt, their defensive presence, it just opens up so much for the Sixers as a whole. The fast break gets going. You get a steal. You get blocks. The fast break is the main thing. The reason why the Sixers won last night, they fell apart in the fourth quarter again. But in the second quarter, they led by 14 because of the fast break. They got on a roll. Matisse started it with the dunk. And then literally seconds later, he hits a corner 3. Timeout Denver. Rookies don't do this type of thing. Now, he's doing things that I never would have thought a guy like Matisse Thybulle would have ever done. It's Matisse Thybulle from Washington, averaging 9 points in college, shooting 41%. He's shooting so much better than that as of right now. As of right now in the season, he barely misses. It seems like he barely misses. And it's crazy to think because in the beginning of the season, he couldn't make a shot. He couldn't buy a shot. And I was like, oh, well, he's a liability on offense, but the defense is there. Well, now it's all. It's there. And we're only 25 games into the season. Just now. He's playing at such a good pace. He couldn't buy a bucket just a month ago. And now he's leading the bench in scoring almost every night. 20 points, 13 points, 11 points, 10 points. The kid couldn't even crack 5 when he first got into the league. Now the pace has obviously slowed down for him as a basketball player because of the way he can now score the ball. He adapted to the game so fast that now the game is coming to him. He's more patient. He's not fouling as much. He's turning the ball over less. He's getting more steals because of his patience. He's not going for the behind, the swipe block from behind, because every time he did that, it seemed like it was a foul. Now, he can do it. I'm not saying that he can't. Like, I'd rather him block the shot than just not contest it. But it usually was a foul. And now it's not, because he doesn't do it as much. He's learned so quickly into the NBA, into 25 games of his rookie year. And he had 13 points again yesterday. He made a huge 3 at the end. Huge dunk that got the crowd hype. Nobody expected that from Matisse. He put Mason Plumlee on a blocker. Plumlee's a good block. He's a good shot blocker. And he put him on a poster. The kid can play some basketball. And I'm loving every second of this little Matisse thing. Because now, Simmons, even though Simmons didn't have the best game yesterday, he only shot the ball 6 times, turned the ball over 4. Harris, Matisse, Simmons, and Tobias have stepped up. And this is what the Sixers needed. They needed somebody that can create their own shot. They needed that 3-and-D guy. And they need a guy like Ben Simmons that's 6'10" to be aggressive, to shoot the ball. And even though he didn't do it yesterday, he's done it, and he's been doing it all week. 34 against the Cavs. Then he comes back, and he's a huge part in the Toronto victory. With the defense, I'm telling you, Matisse and Simmons backcourt. The defense is going to be insane. Whenever those two are on the court together, expect a defensive show, because it is something to watch. I love watching these two play together on the floor. It's just so much fun to watch, because there's always going to be a fast break coming out of the backcourt. Always. Always. Now, Embiid had a little bit of a revenge game on Jokic. 22 points, 6 assists, 10 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. He had a good game. He also turned the ball over 4 times. So did Horford, who struggled immensely to start this game. Horford was awful to start. In the first half, he was awful. He did finish with 11 points and 9 rebounds, but oh my, he could not buy a shot. He had all 11 in the third quarter. Huge threes, though. Huge threes to keep us the lead, to keep us having the lead. We lost the lead a little bit in the beginning of the third, but then we got that right back, went on a run, and then obviously we ended up winning 13-0 at home. Harris continued to have a good game, 20 points, 4 assists, 7 rebounds. Again, he stepped up. He has stepped up since that little that streak of him just playing awful. He has stepped up, and it's helped this team so much. It has helped this team so much. I just don't know. Matisse is really blowing my mind right now. This whole video is really on Matisse Thybulle and how much he impacts the game for the Sixers. He barely misses anymore. It's insane. And I was comparing him to Robert Covington. This man is better than Robert Covington ever was for the Sixers. In this little stretch of games, I've never seen Robert Covington do this. Except that one season, and it was his contract year where we gave him the contract right after the Warriors game in 2016, 2017. We gave him his contract, and then after that he slowed down. Matisse, though, he's on his rookie deal. Nobody thought the kid was going to be special at all. And I think right now he's probably top 3. He has to be top 3 in the Rookie of the Year. It's Eric Pascal, Morant, whatever his name is, and either Kendrick Nunn from the Heat or Matisse. That's what I think it should be. And I obviously know that Zion's not playing right now, and RJ's, doing good in New York. But people don't realize that everybody else that I just named, Pascal, Nunn, only Nunn is on a playoff team. Everybody else isn't. And the fact that Matisse is bringing what he can to a playoff team and it's actually helping, he's not getting these garbage minutes. He's not going to score 30 points because he doesn't have to. He passes the ball. He rebounds. He hustles. He gets steals. He gets blocks. He can score. He can shoot the 3. Something that the Sixers haven't had is a stone-cold 3-and-D shooter. Now, he plays better defense than Covington, I think, just with the steals alone. And his 3-ball looks better. His shot is beautiful. His stroke is just it's such a good shot. I'm loving what I'm seeing out of Matisse. I really am. Matisse Thybulle is quickly becoming one of my favorite players. Easily. Now, as for the bench, since Matisse did come off the bench, he did have the most minutes, though, with 26. Mike Scott had 8. Furkan had 6. Ennis had 7. They do what they do. And what I noticed yesterday was our shooters come off the bench. Matisse, Scott, Furkan, Ennis. We have those guys that can come off the bench and just shoot the ball. And that's what they all do. Ennis from the corner. Furkan from, wherever on the 3. Mike Scott from the top of the key. Ennis from anywhere on the court. Dunking the ball. He's insane. I love Matisse Thybulle. Oh my God. He's so much fun to watch. So much fun. But back to Embiid. He did have a little bit of a revenge game against Jokic with the 22 points. He was taking it to him early. Jokic is a pretty smart player. He's not obviously going to get into foul trouble like that. But, he played good against him. 22 points. And we won the game. That's all you can ask for. Embiid's obviously not playing at the rate that everybody thought. But with a team like he has around him, he doesn't have to. Save it for the playoffs. Save your energy for the playoffs. We're 18-7 on the season. We play in Boston on Thursday night. Save it for the playoffs. We play a back-to-back this week, Thursday, Friday. I doubt Embiid's going to run on Friday because, it's the Pelicans and they kind of stink. No Zion. JJ does come back, but they stink. They're awful. Drew Holiday. But Boston on Thursday is a big game. Obviously. It's Boston. But yeah. That's really it for this video. Matisse Thybulle continues to strive. He continues to take that big leap that, most rookies in Sixers history haven't in the past. In the recent memory, Sixers rookies get hurt. Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Markelle, Zaire Smith. Matisse, knock on wood, is playing at an all-time level. He's playing at such a high pace right now. It's crazy. And I'm loving every second out of Matisse. I'm loving every second of it. He's so much fun to watch. 2 dunks yesterday. A few threes. What more can you ask from the kid? What more can you ask? Joel Embiid, 22 points, 6 assists, 10 rebounds. Harris, 20 points, 4 assists, 7 rebounds. Simmons had a quiet game, 7 points, 7 assists, 9 rebounds. He only shot the ball 6 times. It's whatever. Josh Richardson did return from injury, only played 19 minutes, 1 of 8 from the field, 3 points. It was a big 3-point shot, though, I will say that. Sixers improved to 13-0 at home. They played the Celtics in Boston on Thursday after Jaylen Brown's comments of calling Grant Williams Ben Simmons because of his lack of 3-point shooting. We'll just have to see what happens on Thursday. That's it for me. Like, share, comment, subscribe on this video. I'm out. Peace.